All right, everybody, if you've clicked on the link, you will come to this video. And this one's an introductory of Utltimo card. It's super awesome. I've had it for probably 6 months, and I've offloaded a lot of money to my ATMs and just been able to withdraw it. The highest, probably about 3 grand that I took out at one time. I know they say you can go up to like $26,000 a day. But this is where you'd start. You click on that link and it'll bring you to this, and you just hit the sign up button here. What I did was I'm going to actually put on at the end of this videos of when I logged on the first time and when I signed up and all the things that I had to go through, just to give you kind of a step-by-step how to join up and start getting your card and using it, and how to use it and what ATMs are best available for it. I know that they asked for a 6-digit PIN number, which was kind of one of the things that we had to figure out. So use a bank that accepts 6 digits. Some banks only have 4 digits available, and so I had to go to different ones. I'm in Utah, so in the United States. So I actually went to Zion's Bank. They seem to be the best ones as far as fees. But then at my credit union, it also allowed me to do 6-digit pins, so I was able to do it there. Wells Fargo also had 6-digit pins, so I was able to do it there. So it just depends on what banks will allow it, but there's several out there that I was able to find. I only, was like one of them that said only can have a 4-digit pin, so you just got to find the ATMs that use 6 digits. So let's get on with the introduction here. So I put a video on how to register and get started. And if you want to get started with it after you listen to all these, there's a link in the description below. Click on it and get started. Hopefully this will get you started on your road to offload.
So this is going to be a sign up tutorial. Just an example account. I already have one that I set up in September. So this is fake information basically that I'm using to set up an account just to show you how to. Okay, and I'm signing up as Team Passive, which is an awesome group that I'm in. You should consider joining their Telegram. I'll have that link below too. Obviously, you would put your real name as it is on your ID. After you do that, it sends you an email confirmation. You got to put that number in. Okay, now after you do that, sign in. And then as you can see, please fill out the user information, complete member registration. So up at the top there. Okay, so name, Team Passive. Occupation, I put CEO. I'm not the CEO of Team Passive. Quest is. I just put that in there. I think he'll get a kick out of that. ID number. In my case, on my real one, I used my driver's license. This is just a made up number here, all this. So now your address, you can use a different address than what's on your ID. You can use an address that you want the card to go to if it may not be the address that's on your ID. So just keep that in mind. But your name has to match the way your ID is. Okay, it has to match that. Took me a second here. I was looking up postal codes for Las Vegas. And in this case, I just picked one of those random phone numbers that text you with spam that you don't want. So if you dial this number, you're not going to get anything. It's just a robo number. Okay, profile has been successfully updated. Back to the dashboard and then apply for your debit card. See at the top. So apply now. I want the Visa debit card in my case. Team passive again. Okay, so I kind of fumble around here. It's been, like I said, since September when I did mine. It took me a minute to remember, but instead of fumbling with all this, right over there on the right where it says sign this application form in green, that's what you need to do. And I get to that here in a moment. Trying to sign this with the touchscreen on my laptop, so not the greatest. Okay, and you gotta sign another spot there. Make sure you read through all this stuff, guys. Okay, proceed to next step. And now I've got to upload some photos, okay? So you're gonna upload your ID. In my case, I'm signing in as Team Passive, so I'm gonna get the Team Passive Telegram group profile picture. And jump in there, guys. I'll have that below in the description. Jump into Team Passive Telegram with us and ask us about Golden Ticket. We've got something really cool coming soon. You're not going to want to miss it. Bear with me here. I'm just trying to get the photo. Had to screenshot it, email it to myself, and then pull it up in here. Okay, so there you go. As you can see, we love passive income and Team Passive. And what we have coming is a great passive income opportunity. It'd go well with your Utltimo card. Okay, now back to the dashboard, and you can see at the top, upload documents, that part's done. The profile has to be approved, and then pay the card issuance fee, step 4, okay? So at this point, you're going to be waiting for an email, and then I'm just showing you can click on Tether. This is in your Utltimo wallet. These are the 3 chains that we have. That's your wallet address. But at this point, you're just waiting for your profile to get approved on an email confirmation, and then you can pay the $600 fee. Okay, and then it's going to take roughly 3 weeks or so to get your card. That's what it's been on average. So remember, like I said, jump in and join us in Team Passive. And I hope you found this useful. Get back to the person that told you about Utltimo. Grab their referral.
I did actually finally get my Utltimo card, so I'm gonna activate it right now. Let's see if I just do it right here. I did like the old dashboard that had the green and the dark background. This yellow and white, it's kind of hard on my eyes, but it's all right. It still has a wonderful use. Okay, so I'm going to click on activate your card, and let's see. Have you already received the debit card in resident address? If so, you have to activate it before you can use it. Please take a selfie photo of you, your ID, and the debit card, then upload and submit it to us. Or use one hand to keep both debit card and passport ID like in the example below. It can take 1 to 2 working days for this verification step after we could receive your selfie photos. We will inform you the result via email as well as here in your dashboard. Then they give you your drag and drop. Okay, so it looks like I need to, how are you supposed to take a picture? I guess you have to have a second person. It says selfie, but how hard would that selfie be if you had both your hands holding the cards? Oh well. Okay, go to the next step. So we're gonna drag and drop and take a picture. All right, now let's go look for it. Okay, we hit upload. Got our selfie in there. Okay, let's see. Your debit card activation request is under review now. We will inform you the result via email or here in your dashboard. Please keep following our updates. About PIN code. The PIN code is enclosed in the same envelope as the card. Please open the bag binding of the enclosed document and check. Do not disclose your PIN to anyone. Don't write your PIN on the card. It may be used if the card is lost. If you do not know your PIN code, it can be reissued. Please note that reissuance will occur a fee and may take time. So there you go. Can you tell I didn't have my glasses on there? I don't like this white background. Good excuse. All right, so that one is underway. A couple of days before the activate your card comes through, unless they couldn't read my picture that I sent to them. So maybe that, I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out in a couple of days. Cool. And there's the Utltimo card. A link in the description below if you want to open your own Utltimo card, which is offshore bank account that you can use cryptocurrency on. It's very cool. Once you pay the $600, there's actually 150 of that $600 that comes into your card to load your card. So in reality, it costs $450 to open an account. All right, I think I'll end it. I received an email from Utltimo and says your Utltimo card has been activated. I was excited to get that email, let me tell you. So I logged into my Utltimo dashboard and it showed that I was verified and everything was good. And then right here it had the $150 that's loaded onto my card. and that's from the $600 payment to set up the account. It's basically $450 because they'll put $150 onto your card once it's all pre-approved and set up. And so right here I went to deposit, and when you click on deposit, it asks for the network, and you can click on any of these and it'll pull up the QR code and then also the wallet address that you're supposed to send your money to. And then I popped over to MetaMask, went to my Ethereum, and this right here was 2,800 or 26 something. So I actually sent $300 from here over to my Utltimo card. And of course, USDT is pegged to the dollar, but it's not quite quite there yet. So I put in 300 USDT, which came across as like a 200 and let's actually look here. So this had $50 in it from a affiliate commission. So 300, so it was about $7 minus for 300 USDT. So a total of 343 is in the US dollar position. So I'm going to do a load. When you load it, it's a minimum of $100. So I had $50 in there, but I'm like, I got to put more money in there just to load it. So I'm going to load card with 343, was it? Something like that. And maybe I'll just do 40. Do you want to load 340 USDT to your debit card? Yes. Click yes. This is all new to me, so thought I would do it right here while videoing it. Processing load. All right. Loaded money to debit card. 340. Once approved, 340 will be added to your card. You are now downloading money from your USD wallet to the debit card in the amount of 340. Okay, so 340 should be in there. It's asking if you want to load more money on there, I guess. So I'm just going to go check before I do it again. See if it's all over into the card. Pending load. Okay, so I don't have to do it anymore, so just pending. So once that's approved, it'll come over here and I'll let you know how long that takes. Hopefully just not very long at all, and I'll see the money moved over here, and I'll have $490 in there. And then I'll go to the ATM and withdraw it and give you an update on that. So that's pretty cool. And anyone can sign up for this. The description below has my link for Utltimo if you want an offshore bank account and be able to have a debit card for that bank account that you can send all your crypto over and withdraw from ATMs. They say it's a $25,000 limit that you can withdraw from your ATMs. Just know that if you hold a balance here of over $10,000, at least for the U.S., that you need to report it on taxes. So, be responsible as far as what you do with this account. Keep it under 10,000, and you won't have to report it. Cool. All right. Good to finally get something in here as far as some transaction history. There's my first one. All right, you come up with this dashboard here, and depending on if it's Bitcoin or Tether, I usually go with Tether myself, so I'll just kind of show you the run through with Tether. So you hit deposit, and if you're just doing it with like a credit card or however you can also do Dubai. That's a city. Anyway, so then you can buy it. But for me, it would be like sending from MetaMask or Binance or something. So just click on deposit. And when you click on deposit, it says select network. And you click on that, and you have three choices: Binance Smart Chain, TRC20, or ERC20. So BEP20. So let's just do Ethereum here. So we'll click on that, and it gives you your code. You just copy that, and then you go over to your MetaMask wallet or whatever wallet you have, and there you just do you click on USDT and you hit send, and then you pump in the address, and then you put how much you're wanting to send over, and then you just hit confirm, and it shows up in your position here with USDT. So let's go back to this one, and then once it's in your account here, you would sell it to dollars. So you'd put the amount in there that you're selling, and see it goes, you will receive this many dollars, and you sell it. And then when you go back to your dashboard, you'll see that it'll be right in here. It'll have your, say, your $100 that you're going to do. $100 is minimum to do any kind of transferring over or loading. So once it's in US dollars, after you put it into Tether, you deposit into Tether, sell it to dollars, and then click on load or charge your card, and then you'll see enter amount of USDT or USD, sorry. See minimum load amount $100. So you put $100 in there and hit load card. And for me, I remember it took overnight to actually load it. But someone did leave a comment that said it only took like an hour or something less. It was pretty immediate or pretty quick. So that's how you load your card, and then you'll see once it does populate, you'll see it right here, whatever amount you wanted to load your card with. And once that's loaded, you can use it to withdraw from an ATM. Still not sure. There was a couple of people that said they couldn't pay things like bills and stuff with it, but I've also had other people that say they can. So I don't know if someone had it here or here and they tried to use the card and it didn't let them because it wasn't loaded. So you got to definitely load the card and then try it with bills. Try it, because one person went out and bought a bucket of chicken from KFC. So I imagine if you can use it as, buying food at a restaurant, then you should probably be able to use it for paying bills and stuff. So anyway, it's a Visa card, Visa Debit. So that's how you do it. All right. I hope that was clear enough for you there, Saverio. I think yesterday I talked about going over Utltimo, just kind of question and answers on that. So I made a sheet here of all the question and answers under different categories, and I blew it up real big so that if I'm only going to go over my highlighted parts, but I'm going to scroll down slowly so you guys can read it and pause the video if you want for all the other extra stuff. But it's long, so I just thought I'd highlight a few things. All right, so what is Utltimo? Utltimo is the intermediary that allows you to get offshore debit card, an offshore wallet, and offshore bank account. With Utltimo, you can load your Visa debit card and spend it all over the world. Better still, the offshore components. And the offshore bank means that you will enjoy tax benefits. Another one, it says, how much can you withdraw with Utltimo per day? You are available to withdraw $20,000 or potentially more a day if you let Utltimo team know that you are withdrawing a larger amount. But that's just cash withdrawals. All right, and there's the customer support is supportutltimo.io. And right here, setting up Utltimo. What is the cost of the Utltimo card? The card is $600 US, then $150 gets preloaded onto your card. So effectively, it only costs $450, which is a fantastic deal. Click here to register. How can I pay for my Utltimo card? Currently, the Utltimo platform accepts USDT and Bitcoin on 3 different networks. Those networks are ERC20, Tron, and BEP20. So those 2, USDT and Bitcoin, on those 3 different networks is how they accept payments. Is there a monthly annual fee to use the card? The only account fee you have is an annual fee of $50. Can you make an account for children if they're older or if they're over 18 years old? How long does it take from start to finish to set up your account and card? 3 weeks to receive your card in hand from time of payment. So yeah, that's just from when they send you the card. You got to make sure that you're approved, and usually that might take a week sometimes. So I mean, look for your card probably within about a month, but it's saying 15 business days, which is 3 weeks. The next one I have, what type of things can I use for my card? You can use your Utltimo card on a daily basis for most things. People have paid for flights, vacation, meals, entertainment, trips, schooling, among many other things. So that's kind of cool to know. How much can I spend on the card per day? Spending limits are unlimited. Cash withdrawals are limited to 20K USD per day. Let's see, there's a couple more. $10 fee to get a lost or stolen card replaced. Alright, here's some fee stuff. What type of fees do you pay when using the card? When you load your card with cryptocurrency, you first need to sell it to USD. Then when you do this, there is a fee charged of 2.5%. When it comes to transactions, the fee is 0.75. These fees are below average when it comes to offshore banking. I know a couple people contacted me about other fees, like from Spritz card and stuff like that, and it's like 0.9. And I mean, these are definitely lower than that. When you use your card in stores or over the counter, do you select credit or savings for the transaction? If you're just tapping, sometimes it will ask for a PIN only. If it was an ATM, then you would select savings account. So just so you remember, this is a savings account that you're setting up. It's not a checking account. What is the ATM fee? This depends on the ATM you're using. Every ATM charges differently. So be careful of where you go to withdraw money, because will charge you quite a bit if you go to the wrong place. Who is the bank behind Utltimo? It's JDB, the Joint Development Bank of Laos in Asia. How old is this bank that Utltimo is working with? The bank has been around since 1989. Been around a long time. And they talk about their connection to the bank and why they picked that bank. All things that you can read on your own there. It's insured up to 250K. Here's a couple more. Will you ever be able to use checks with this account? These are savings account, not checking accounts. Does the Laos Bank have to report to other governments at all? They are a private bank. There is no obligation to provide client information. When they report as a bank, they report as a bank as a whole, not on individual accounts. That's kind of cool. Can you send funds from the offshore bank account to an onshore bank account? At the moment, this is not possible, but it will be in June of 2023. As a side note, if you want to remain offshore, this is not recommended to connect it to your regular bank. Is there any interest if you keep your funds in the bank? Yes, 1.5% annually, which is better than most banks, but still very low compared to what we make, huh? Is there a minimum that is to stay in the account? No. And that was it. Okay, so I'll leave that up for a second. You can read those if you want to pause the video. So some very good information there on Utltimo. I'm loving it so far, and as soon as I'm able to start doing some moving of funds, this will be very useful, which will be awesome.